No, I don't know where Rick went. He said he was going to be here. Good evening. Notice is hereby given that the Board of Adjustment of the City of Castle Hills will meet Monday, July 25th at 6:30 PM at City Hall to consider the following agenda. Call to order, determination quorum. We do have a quorum. 3 are present on the dais. 1 is present via Zoom. The consent agenda. Approval of the Board of Adjustment meetings, April 25th, 2022. Is there a motion?
Make a motion.
Is there a second?
I would like to make a quick modification before I second it, if I may.
You second it, then you make the modification.
Okay, I shall second with that caveat.
Yes, go ahead. What you
Okay.
got?
We have a secretary that's paying attention. The only thing I'm going to say is it appears that board member Aiken was here, both here and absent. And I believe it should be board member Squire and replace the board member Aiken as being here, since I was at the meeting. And I don't know if Mr. Aiken was here.
Mr. Aiken was here and board
Was.
member Squire was absent. Those corrections will be made.
Say that one more time.
Yes, you're right. Yes, Mr. Aiken was absent. You were here.
Okay.
That's
I
it.
think so.
Okay.
That's all.
Wait,
All in favor, say aye.
you were here, Mr. Squire, right?
Yes, I was.
Yes.
Yeah, so Mr. Aiken was out. Okay. we're
Right,
good.
that's correct.
We'll correct it.
Thank you. And I have already signed these, so you're going to have to put a new front page on it.
That's fine. We'll do that.
Thank you. All in favor? It's unanimous. Public hearing discussion on possible action, application for a request for a variance for a proposal shade structure within the allowed side yard, backyard setbacks on a property located at 110 Town View, Lot 11, Castle Hill City Block 126, contrary to 5064, that requires a 10-foot setback except on a corner where it shall be 20 feet. Detached accessory building should be at least 5 feet from the rear of the property line, according to city ordinance. Public hearing, it is now 5:35. The public hearing is open. Is the applicant here, Mr. Rapley?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He called in actually earlier today to make sure we were having a meeting and asked Priscilla. So
That kind of day. Okay, let's take a look at this and in the package.
well, you want to
Okay,
close?
I'm going to close it. There's no one to speak on this issue. It is now I can't see that clock,
536.
5:36. The public hearing portion is closed. Is there a motion? So we can discuss it?
Yeah, motion to discuss.
A second.
It's been made by Mr. Squire, seconded by Justin. This is one of those, Mr. City Manager, that I'm really wondering why it's in front of us. It looks like a 4-pole structure that holds up a sail over a koi pond. And I guess there's some sort of issue. Can anybody shed any light on this, or do we want to bump it? You know what?
You know-
You answered my question. The motion has been made and seconded to accept it. However, I'm a firm believer that if the person is not here to present their case, that I personally am inclined to turn it down and make them come back when they can appear. They are not here to withdraw it. They're not here to postpone it. So I personally don't have an option in my own mind to keep from turning it down. I don't have a problem with the proposal as written. And I'm saying my piece on that one, and I'm welcome to hear any others. I mean, this is one that really, I don't know why it's in front of
Sir,
us.
if you'd like, if you want to, I can call him real quick and then we can take up the other agenda item. to see.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, just real
let's-
quick, just so we
yeah,
don't
Give him
lose
a
it.
call and see.
'Cause he
And
did call earlier to confirm the meeting.
yeah, I'm going to suspend this discussion if there's no objection from the council and go to item number 2, I guess, which is item number 4. Public hearing discussion, possible action on the application for a variance of property line setback variance for a combined lot size on properties located at 118 Shalimar, Castle Hills City Block 101, the adjoining property owned by the same owner at 120 Shalimar. Contrary to 50-64 area regulations, which shall be a minimum front yard setback of 40 feet or 20% of the depth of the lot, whichever is greater, except where the area of the lot is less than 15,000 feet. And the minimum front yard setback is 35 feet of Castle Hills City Code of Ordinance. It is now 5:38. Boy, I need two glasses. 5:38, and the public hearing is now open. Yes, sir.
Hey, guys, thanks for having me. Trey Cooper, 118 and 120 Shalimar. Glad to be here in person. So the quick 1-minute pitch, we are replatting 118 and 120 Shalimar. The engineer during the process on both sides, Castle Hills and us, learned that the new setback line when we replat is going to be 40 feet. Our house at 118 is currently at 35 feet, and we prefer not to have to demolish our house. So we're requesting a variance to allow our house as it sits now on the new setback lines.
What did we approve last time?
My wall height to
Okay.
be in line with the others. on
Okay,
the
but
street.
not the setback.
No, this is new,
Okay.
back a second time.
Okay, is there anyone in the audience to speak on this issue other than yourself? There's not, so it is now 5:39. The public hearing portion is now closed. Why don't you stay where you are in case there are any questions? Is there a motion?
Motion to discuss.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Is there a
I'll second.
second? And Mr. Squires seconded. Go ahead, Justin, any questions?
So this is existing house. You just
Yes, sir.
purchased the lot next to it, and now you're trying to make it one lot?
Correct.
Okay, that's all the questions I have.
John?
Okay, sure. What I'm trying to understand here is you said you're replatting the 2 lots into one. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, has that replatting already been submitted?
It has been submitted, and this came up during Castle Hills engineers' comments on the first round.
It was submitted to city. It's in progress. This would stop, it wouldn't stop that. It wouldn't stop that, but if indeed it's approved, I take it, then you'd be out of compliance. Is
Correct.
that how I understand this?
So our replat would not be able to go through.
So your replat cannot go through if this variance at this point is not granted. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Is there any construction of going on within that setback
No,
or planned construction at this point?
no.
Okay.
Our house as it sits is how it is.
Okay. And that is the existing.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. And that will be the existing. I guess I
Yes.
should rephrase that question more properly.
Yes.
So, okay. This was, I take it this was posted for this
Yes,
variance?
we had to sign up.
Okay. And did we receive any comments from any of the neighbors?
And then
None. Okay, great. No
if
questions.
you look in the
Thank you.
back, we sent out, I think, 14 or 15 letters, I believe.
Okay.
20 letters were sent out.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ron.
Cassidy, we know you're there because we can see the top of your head. Do you have any questions?
No, no questions.
Thank you very much. The motion has been made and seconded. There's no more discussion. All in favor? It's unanimous. Thank you,
All
sir.
right, thanks, gentlemen.
Mr.
Thank you.
Rapley,
He's on his way. For some reason, he thought it was 7 o'clock. So, but he literally was walking out the door.
okay.
So
I need to go back to that item then. And is there a motion? Will you withdraw your original motion, Justin?
I withdraw my original
Thank
motion.
you. Mr. Squire, do you withdraw your second?
I do.
Thank you very much. And we'll just sit here a few minutes and wait. Let's officially, we're going to take a recess for a few minutes till they show up. Thank you.
I appreciate it, guys. We just want to get a combined homestead on both of them before taxes go back. All right, guys, thank you so much.
He'll call you up.
It is now 5:46. The meeting is back in session. We are going to start with item number 3, public hearing discussion, possible action, application request for variance, proposed shade structure within allowed side yard and backyard setbacks on a property located at 110 Town View. We've been through the rest of the description. For the record, it is now 5:47. We are reopening the hearing, public hearing. Would you step up, please, sir? And tell us your name and where you live, please.
Good evening. My name is Cordell Hawes, and this is my wife, Andrea.
Hi there.
We live at 110 Townview Drive.
Great. Tell us what you want to do.
Well, last year when we moved in, we had some koi fish at our previous home, and we wanted to move them to a new pond. So we built the pond and everything was fine for a year until this summer when the temperatures started just going, and the water temperature kept going up, which is bad for the koi. So I started looking into shade structures, and then I thought, well, I better get a permit. But where we need the shade structure, the permit wouldn't work. We needed the variance because we were going to be within the 10 feet of the side fence and within 5 feet of the rear fence. So
Thank you. Is this a shade structure? Is this a commercial shade structure or is it something that you're designing to put in yourself?
I'm going to design it myself. It's just 4x6 fence posts dug into the ground.
How many of them?
4.
Thank you. And they're going to be how tall?
8 feet from the ground, 4
Okay.
feet under the ground.
And what is the, I call it a sail. What is the fabric made of that you're
It's
using?
some sort of UV resistant canvas, something or other, kind of like what they put over playgrounds.
And what color is it?
I think we're going to go with a beige, a tan. to
Okay,
help
do you have
blend
any
it.
fencing around your house as it is right now?
Yes.
How
cedar,
high is that fence?
6 feet.
Okay, so it would go 2 feet above the fence line as far as line of sight.
Correct.
There's a rendering in the packet, sir, that shows it.
I know that. Thank you. Perfect. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to comment on this in the public hearing portion? Thank you. It is now 5:49. The public hearing is closed. Why don't y'all sit there while I see if anybody on the commission wants to ask you any questions?
Well, I almost forgot that we went around the neighborhood and we got some signatures from some of the neighbors, especially the person right next to us. That's
Yes.
going to be most.
If you'd
affected
hand
by-
those to Mr. Rapley, I'd
Sure.
appreciate it. Thank you. Is there a motion?
And again, we've sent 14 letters out and no one sent any feedback to us as a result.
Great. Let's get a motion on the table before we,
A motion.
thank you. It's been made by Mr. Squire,
Second.
seconded by Justin. Are there any negatives in that, in those signatures or letters? Justin? See it. I hear a baby.
She's with us.
Justin, go ahead.
So you have 111, 109, 103, 101, 112. These are everybody that's adjoining your property.
We try to get everybody within the 150 feet, but the 2 houses behind us are vacant.
Okay.
And there's only one to our north side, which is signed.
Okay.
Those were all signatures of acceptance, confirmation.
Yes, without objection.
Anybody that said they didn't.
Great. Justin, anything
I don't
else?
have any other
Thank you,
questions.
John.
Yeah, on the koi pond itself, I don't know, is there any, do we have any guidance on that? I mean, it's not.
No,
that's not
we
in
don't,
here at all.
it didn't need anything. It's strictly the
Strictly this-
setback of the
this-
sail.
this-
It has
this-
nothing to do with
this-
the pond.
This shade structure. Okay. All right. I really don't have any questions on the shade structure.
Thank you. Cassidy, do you have any questions?
No, no questions.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
It's unanimous. Thank you very much, folks.
Do we need to wait?
Being no further business in front of the Board of Adjustment, this meeting